Hello everyone. So in today's video we are accessing tweets from our timeline, and in today's video what we are doing, we are accessing only those tweets which are having particular keywords. So suppose you want to access only those tweets which you are interested in and you don't want all the tweets on your timeline. So all you have to do is to pass these keywords here, and you will get only those tweets from your timeline which are having those particular keywords in which you are interested in. So let's run this code first and check that whether our code is running correctly or not, and then we will have a look at our Python script about. So our code is running, and just wait for a minute. So this is our output here. So as you can see, I mentioned here Python as a key interested. I'm interested in. So you have to mention Python keyword here and run this script. After running, you will get only those information of only those tweets which are having Python as a keyword in them. So as you can see here, we have the first tweet here with the information, and also this tweet is having Python keyword in it. So our script is returning this tweet. The next tweet we are getting, also we have Python in this. So this is our second tweet with this information. So using this, you are accessing only those tweets which you are interested in. So now let's have a look at our code. So to run this code, first you need some packages installed in your system. So I want you to first install some packages. So here we have Tweepy, and then you need credentials also, and JSON. So we use JSON to convert the response we get from Tweepy to JSON so that we can easily access and manipulate the particular data we get. And Tweepy is basically an API. API is application programming interface. So it's a third-party application programming interface which basically connect the user to the server for accessing information. So here we are using Tweepy. So also you need credentials here. So in credentials you need 4 main credentials for this script, and these are consumer key, consumer secret key, access token, and access token secret key. So let's have a look at how you can generate this. So it's very simple. All you need to do is to enter this URL into your browser and then click on create new app. After you click on this, you will get this form. You have to fill this form. So let's make an application here. So let's mention this name here. Description, scrapping tweets from Twitter, and the website, let's mention Webtonics as our website URL. And it's an optional parameter here, so you need not to pass it, and just click on this checkbox here, agreement, and then create your application. After this, you just click on keys and access to token, and you will get the your consumer key, your consumer secret key. Also, when you click this create my access token, you will get two key. The first one is your access token, and the second one is your access token secret key. So this is all you have to do for creating the tokens. So let's come back to our coding part. So after getting these 4 values, you have to save them into your file and run this script. And let's have a look at our script. So for this you have to just a second guys. Okay, so for this you have to pass these keys for authentication. And here I am using streaming package and QP. So here you have to first create a class stdout_listener, and you have to make an object of this class, and then you have to pass authentication and the object to stream package that you import here. Okay, and in the object that you created of stdout_listener, you have to pass some data here, and then you will access the information that you get from your timeline. So here is the code, and let's have a look at how we can access various information from our code. So here is the output that we are getting. Suppose let's also we are converting this data to JSON here, and let's see what we get if we don't do this code here. And let's print the data here. So this is the exact format we are the script will return us. So let's have a look at this. So it is running this. So here, as you can see, this is the JSON format that we get after running this script. So, but we are not getting any information from this. So what we will do, we will print individual keys from this dictionary. So here you can see we have quote count, then we have contributors, then we have truncated key, then we have text, and so on. So let's print them one by one. So for that we will use this code here. So what this code is doing, it is basically first accessing the keywords. So data is our dictionary here, which is in JSON format, and we are accessing each element from this. So here you can see we are accessing quote count, contributors, truncated, all these are the keys, and then we are printing the key first, and then we are printing the value of these keys. So for that you have to pass key into your dictionary. So let's run this code again, and let's see what we will get. So I terminated the previous one I run. Now this one is our current code that we after we change our code, and let's see the output. So you can see here now it is in proper format, and you can gain information from this. So here you can see we are having quote count. These are our keywords, key values, and these are our key, and this is our value. And so we have truncated value with false. And now suppose I want only the text value and the ID of each tweet. So what you have to do is, all you have to do is to print only the ID and the text. Okay, so let's comment this portion, and let's print only the ID and the text. So for this you have to write data, and we need only the ID, and we need the text part. So here is our ID and here is our text that we have. So now we are accessing only the text and the ID, and let's run this code, and let's see what we will get. So here you can see we are getting the ID and the text. Let's write it in a proper format so it will be clearly visible. So here we have the data ID, and let's mention it in this way so it will be much clear for you to understand. And this one is our text. Okay, so here we are done with the coding part. Let's run the script again. First terminate our script, previous script that we have. So let's terminate all of them and let's run this script again. So here you can see it's some error here. Let's have a look at this, what we are getting here. Okay, so we just added these extra brackets here. Let's have a look at. I think there is some problem in the returning part. So I think for all the tweets it is not returning us the text. Some of the tweets we don't have text. So let's comment out this line and let's see, because ID we have for all the tweets, but for some tweets we don't have text. So let's print only the ID for each and every tweet and let's see our outcome now. So this code is running. Just give us, oh yeah. Now we have a ID for this tweet here. You can access the information from this tweet above, and now we can see that it is returning us the ID value for each tweet. So here is our ID, which is same as the ID that we have on this tweet above. So let's have a look at this ID. So here we have this ID here, which is same as the ID that we get here. Okay, so this way you can access the tweet you want, you are interested in. All you need to do is to pass the particular keyword here. Also, if you want multiple keyword to pass, so just pass it in this format. Suppose I want Python, JavaScript and Ruby to be my keyword, so you have to pass it in this format. Hope you gain knowledge from this tutorial. See you in next tutorial, guys. Thank you.